Hey, what's good with you guys? It's L Birdman here. I'm always showing off this tattoo. It's one of my favorite quotes from a Book of Five Rings, and it's more whenever I'm showing it. It's more for myself than it is for y'all, but I do like showing it off, and maybe if anything, there's more. What's more wisdom out there for other people to look at. So thank you for tuning in. It's me telling wrestling stories again, and I told y'all in my last deal about Dennis Stamp and some of the. I'm getting to talk with him about ring psychology. So I was, I don't know, maybe 26, and I was recovering from my torn ACL, and I had met an army recruiter that actually was trying pretty hard to get me to join him and join the army, join him on the dark side. Joined the army, and so I went to and took the ASVAB, and then they really wanted me to join because I scored a 98 on it, and so they were trying really hard, and honestly, I feel like if it hadn't been for Dennis Stamp, I probably, and some of the story that I'm about to tell you, I probably would have joined the army. I was really leaning towards it, but Dennis was giving me a lot of his time. And so, how do I put it? Dennis came out to the go-kart track one day, and he brought these two ladies with him. I don't know if y'all have ever heard the name Steve Nelson. He was a shoot fighter for a short period of time. He was from Amarillo, Texas. Well, his mom was a professional wrestler from Canada. Her name was Marie Nelson, but she used to wrestle under the name Marie Laverne. And like she actually, she'd held like 3 titles, and she actually got to wrestle Mae Young, and I mean she actually had a significant amount of matches to her name, like over 200. And then another lady that he brought out there, her name was Kay Noble, and this lady, she actually held the AWA women's title for 8 years. She held the what was it, the NWA title. I mean, she did a lot of, she wrestled everybody that was huge at that time, and the Fabulous Moolah being another one. And I thought it was really cool that both of these ladies had actually wrestled, because I mean, if you've heard the names, the Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young, they were always on WWE television doing weird things, like Bubba Ray Dudley put Mae Young through a table. They had some really funny segments, and but Mae Young took a lot of abuse out there from a lot of grown men in her later years, and I just thought it was really cool that these ladies had actually wrestled them and everything, and so Miss K was a little bit older, and she didn't really get in the ring, but Miss Marie, on the other hand, Dennis told her he's like, yeah, why don't you go and get in the ring and show these boys what you got? And seriously, I mean, I don't want to speculate on how old she was, but I really am thinking that she was probably pushing 60 years old. And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marie got into the ring. You know, it's like a Tuesday or a Thursday afternoon, like 5:30 or 6 o'clock, you know, on a summer day, and Miss Marie Nelson beat the brakes off of everybody that was out there working that day. Thankfully for myself, I mean, I got to talk with Miss K because I was out there rehabbing my knee, so like I would do a lot of walking and do squats, or you know, I would like try to run the ropes a little bit here and there, and you know, I wasn't doing anything serious at the time. It was about 6 months after my injury, but Marie Nelson was out there throwing arm drags, body slamming these guys, hip tossing everybody. I mean, she was really fun to watch, and those are things like that like a lot of people don't have that experience, you know. I mean, a bunch of guys that were probably, you know, 18, 19, 20 years old at the time, you know, then looking back at it as being this far down the road, I mean, it truly was those were special times, man. Like, I don't know, like Miss K ended up dying within the next year of me meeting her, and you know, I mean, just like Dennis is gone. I saw that Miss Marie was still alive out there, so I don't know. I gotta, I was doing the research for the story on these ladies, and you know, I came across, just that there's a strong possibility that she was alive. So I texted up Steve Nelson on Facebook, and I basically told him that story in text format about it, even including the beating the brakes off of the boys. And then I just was like, man, I'd read that she was one of the still, Miss Marie was in a. I'm trying to think, I think it was called The Fabulous Queen. It was a movie on professional wrestling back in the 70s, and as herself and the Miss, what was her name, Vivian Vachon, and then there was a couple other people that were in that movie, and so I thought that there was a possibility if she was alive that I would hit up her son. I told him the story, and then I told him if that I basically read that she was still alive, and just to basically just tell her thanks for smartening all these kids up. That's one thing that that was one of the old school ways of doing it. Was passing the knowledge along to the next generation, and the next generation that they were supposed to have in Amarillo wasn't there. So I feel like they felt like that we were the next generation. I mean, seriously, the Dennis talked about how the televised television really killed off the territories and everything. I mean, that was a real thing. And we kind of brought it back on a local basis, and that was something that we really did enjoy. And I mean, I enjoyed it. And, at that time, I mean, I always thought it was special being out there, but I didn't realize, how special it was in that as we were all doing it, we were all too busy just fighting with each other and all that, fighting over Amarillo, just different little things like that. And it's just crazy to me. Anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Kind of a melancholy deal, man, but I mean, there was pretty significant amount of, research and whatnot. And like I said, I texted up Steve, and I found a Discord group, and I actually talked to them a little bit too. And then, Chat GBT helped me out some, and, I did a lot. So a lot of things we do for just a simple 8 minutes. And I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to make the setup better. And I found this in one of my boxes. So, I'm going to get a couple more lights, and, maybe I'm going to get a couple, a banner or something. And, Burn the Books is coming up here pretty quick too. Football season's coming up, and I'm probably going to try to find a way to split this all up. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see y'all down the line. Like I say nice things about each other, about yourselves, and about each other, and speak positive things into existence for yourself. We'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day.